All right. Shalom, Akyam. Shalom. This is the brother Ba'ar coming back at you again with another daily exhortation to edify the body, to edify the sheep of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah to the best of my ability. And before I start, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. I like to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. I like to give salutations to the Akyam preaching the gospel across the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. Shalom, Akyam. Shalom. You know, once again, man, the water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man. The water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah for blessing us, man. You know, for blessing us with his word by showing mercy unto us, man, unto his people. You know, the water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man. You know, but once again, I'm back with another daily exhortation. And you know, Lord willing, that this is gonna be a short lesson. You know, just you know, as today, as I was just, you know, listening to brothers, you know, on my lunchtime, I was listening to a particular brother, man, the brother Karab, you know, from Miami, you know, listening to his lesson and reading the title of his lesson. And as I was listening to his lesson, man, I was reading, you know, and recently, you know, I've been, I restarted reading Sirach again, you know, because I need to be, you know, more. I had to, you know, revise myself in the book of Sirach, because the book of Sirach keeps you active, you know, in the spirit. It keeps you flowing. You know, a lot of those books of wisdom, you know, it keeps you flowing in the spirit. You know, it keeps you active. Sometimes, that's why we have to study the scriptures. You know, keep reading these precepts over and over, man. They're very helpful, especially the books of wisdom like Proverbs and Ecclesiastes and Sirach. Those books are going to keep you active in the spirit. So young brothers, you know, listening to this lesson, you know, and sisters, Lord willing, you know, hey, man, read those books of wisdom. You know, those are those books I call the, you know, the whole scriptures, you know, I call the big OG, you know, but that's our foundation. You know, it's our foundation. You know, the world is ever changing. You know, the world is changing and it's always changing. And that's what Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, likes to do, keep you in, you know, confusion. But as long as you're reading the scriptures, as long as you're reading the books of wisdom, you know, as long as you're reading about Yahweh Shah, you know, those books are going to keep you grounded. You know, they're all that foundation is always going to be there. The Lord has blessed us, man, truly. All right. But going back to, you know, listening to the brother Karab's lesson, and as I was reading Sirach, you know, I came across this precept as I was listening to the brother, you know, and it stirred me up through the spirit to do a lesson about it. All right. And this first precept is going to be Sirach 3 verse 18. You know, actually, let me view the whole chapter. All right. And we're going to go down to Sirach 3 verse 18. All right. And I hope y'all can see it. Sirach 3 verse 18. You know, I don't have one of those big, you know, highlighter mouses or whatever, but I hope y'all can see it. It's right here. All right. Sirach 3 verse 18. And it says, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord, man. And this is true. The scripture says, greater thou art, the more humble thyself. Now, we don't think of ourselves any greater than just servants of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. You know, but, you know, I can understand, you know, just putting a little thought, you know, the Lord has separated us, those whom he have called to do this work. You know, he's separated us from, you know, the rest of our people, you know, and the word, the word, man, the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is greater, you know, and we're serving the great power, man, the only power, you know, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. We're serving him, man, and that makes us different. That makes us, you know, hey, man, serving the Lord makes you better. Period. All right. And we're part of this great work, this great ministry. But the scripture says, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself. And that's true. In this truth, man, in this ministry, in this faith, you become the more you endure, the more you age in the spirit, man, the more humble you be. You have to be. All right, because you see people come in and you see people go. Even when we're out there on the highways and byways and we're preaching, we're prophesying, people come and they go. People come and they go. We run through hundreds of people, and in the midst of all of that, you have to examine yourself. You're gonna grow. Every brother is gonna fall into their lot. Every brother is gonna mature and grow in their lot. You're not gonna be the same person you were when you first started. But you have to have faith. You have to have humility. Because the Lord has entrusted us with doing this work. And it's gonna try you in many different kind of ways. All right, you're never gonna be tried in the way that you think that you're gonna be tried. All right, that's why you have to come into this ministry, come into this faith, man. Giving yourself up to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And not resisting the spirit. Because if you start resisting the spirit, man, you don't humble yourself towards Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. If you don't bow your neck, you don't bow your shoulders towards Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you're really gonna have some problems. You're really gonna have some problems, and I can tell you that through experience. Sometimes you may think that you have humility until you start going through that adversity, and then you get a different understanding of the word humility. All right. And it says, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord, man. And this is true, man. You pray unto the Lord and you ask the Lord for things, man, that's going to benefit you in this truth. The Lord is you're going to feel that, man. Over time, you're going to feel that the Lord, he's going to find you favorable, because you're going to notice that the Lord increases you in particular areas, and not necessarily the areas that you may are intending that he's gonna increase you in, but the Lord is always gonna show you that he's with you as long as you're with him. Okay. And it says, many are in high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. All right. And you have to be meek, man. And it says, for the power of the Lord is great, and he is honored of the lowly, man. You have to be lowly. You have to bow your neck. All right. You always have to be ready, to serve the Lord. You have to have humility. All right. You definitely have to have humility. All right. So, I have these precepts laid out, but I don't really have, a structure in how I want to deliver it, because as I was, flowing in the spirit, these precepts, they just, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, they started to come. So I just saved them and I put them in my little tabs, so when I get to the crib and I do these lessons, I just lay them out. At this point, I really, sometimes if it's in my spirit, I'll have a lesson, like pre-planned, and, I'm going to go use this precept and that precept after that. Sometimes, you just flow through the spirit, man. You have the precepts there that relates to the spirit that you're in for the lesson, and it's there. All you got to do is just bring them out. It makes it a little easier if you're not too strong in the teaching aspects. Just have the precepts ready, and the Lord is going to guide you through the spirit about which ones to bring out at what time. You'll as you're speaking, you'll just pick out the ones that is going to lead you through the spirit. So don't stress yourself out when it comes to doing these lessons, Akim, if you're listening. All right, so let's roll. All right. And this is another precept here as well. This is what I thought of, and I think about, the head of our camp, the brother Yeshaya, man, when I think about this precept. All right. But it says right here, Luke 12, verse 48. And it says, let me go to it real quick. Salakia Akim. Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there. Man, it's always a lot, but I want to keep it short. I'll start off at 1246. Lord willing, you brothers and sisters are edified. And it says, the Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and at an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him in asunder, and will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers. And that servant which knew the Lord's will, and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. And that's true. All right. And it says, verse 48, but he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more. In this particular precept, man, I think about the brother all the time, man. This is why, I pray to Yahweh Shem Shah that he increases us, man, and increases the brothers, man, so we could be there and be more beneficial to the body. So one brother doesn't have so much of the weight placed upon his shoulders, man. But but the scripture says, for unto whom much is given, of him shall be much required. And we try to, study more. We try to help one another so we can relieve that weight from the head of the camp. So the brother will be more, relieved in the spirit, and and more, if you relieve brothers, man, by exercising yourself in the word, it makes brother's spirit better. The brother will be in a better spirit. He'll be able to be more attentive into serving the Lord and prayer, into reading, because us other brothers, we tend to help each other out, speak to each other more, give advice one towards another, to ease the weight of, the head of our camp, man. But that's just a side note. That's just, we're a body. All right. So, and speaking as for this precept, this, pertains to a lot of us, to all of us that are in this truth, man, because we've been given so much. This word is very weighty. All right. This is the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. All right. Of the Most High and his son. These words were written for us in these days that we're in today, so we can be brought back into remembrance, man, so we can receive the answers of why, and once, as the scripture says, once we're, strengthen our brothers. And this is what we do. This is what we're commanded to do. All right. Because we've been given so much, we've been entrusted with so much, and it comes with, and you have to have a lot of humility when it comes to serving the Lord. Okay. So let me, continue, having humility and serving the Lord. We have to go out on the highways and byways, man, because this word, these are not our words. These are the words of Yahweh Bashem Shah. We've been bought with a price. We have a job to do. All right. We definitely have a job to do. But Salakia, let me see. I know I had. Let me see which one of these precepts. Khan. All right, yeah, I think I have it in a little bit of order. And let me just read it. And it says, this is Yahweh Shah blessed little children. Blesses the little children. That's what the topic says, Salakia, right here. All right, and it says Mark 10 verse 13, and it says, and they brought young children to him that he should touch them, and his disciples rebuked those that brought them. And when Yahweh Shah saw it, he was much displeased, and said unto them, suffer the little children to come unto me, and forbid them not, for of such is the kingdom of the Most High. Verily I say unto you, whosoever shall not receive the kingdom of the Most High as a little child shall not enter therein. But the point is, even when we're out on the highways and byways, sometimes after a while, we it becomes repetitive, and sometimes you get frustrated with our people, but we have to suffer the little children. We have to suffer them when they come. When they come attentive, when they come listening, they may come asking questions. And brothers sometimes say, especially brother from South Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, the elder from South Carolina, sometimes when he's reading the comment section, certain questions come off as if the person who's asking, it comes off as if they're not sincere. But sometimes Jake, when they come towards the men of the Lord, they may ask a question, but they sincerely just don't know. They sincerely just don't know. That's why the precept where it says in Mark 10 verse 14, it says, suffer the little children to come unto me. So we have to deal with all of Jake. If they come and they're listening, and sometimes the questions may seem outrageous, it may seem crazy, but you have to still answer that question because they may truly be sincere. All right. And you have to have humility within all of that, and have the understanding to have humility and to answer the brother or sister's question. You can't be proud. You can't start boasting and be like, how could you ask a stupid question like that? Ooh, nah, man. Nah, that's not how we're supposed to conduct ourselves. That's not how Yahushua conducted himself when he was amongst the people. He suffered the little children. He forbade them not, man. It was like, hey, man, if they want to eat, feed them. It's our job to feed the sheep, to feed the lamb, because you never know. By you suffering them, having patience, and you're giving them, bread, a little milk, that could be enough, for them. That could be enough for their faith, because you don't know what people do once they leave you. Some say they may return and some don't return, but you never know. We're planting that seed. We're feeding the flock. That, you answering such a silly question like that, it may seem silly to us because we've been given much. We have a particular level of understanding, but we are to suffer the little children. All right. So let me continue. All right. This is why the scripture says in 2 Timothy 4 verse 2, preach the word, be instant in season and out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. This is why you have to have patience. This is why you have to have humility. All right. It says exhort with all long suffering, man. We want the kingdom to come today. We want it to come now, but we have to be patient. We have to wait on the Lord. We have to wait on the Most High, because the Lord even said, man, it's not even up to him. It's up to the time. It's up to the Most High. It's in his power, but until then we have to do as we're commanded by Yahushua. Okay. And we have to be instant in season, out of season. And that takes a lot of humility, especially when doing these lessons daily. You have to be instant in season, out of season. You may not feel like doing a lesson, but it's got to get done, and you have to pray into the Lord. And this comes with experience, man. The longer you endure, the more you get to understand how the Most High is operating. But as long as you endure, as long as you remain faithful unto him, he's always going to make a way for you. He's always going to get that lesson. He's always going to put that lesson in you. He's always going to guide you through the Spirit. All right. He's always going to give you the answers to speak. As long as you trust him and you have faith. And you endure, because remember, how you're expecting things to happen is not the way it's going to happen. How you're expecting to grow is not going to be the way that the Most High is going to do it. Every brother is going to be tailor-made. All adversity for every brother is going to be tailor-made for them. But the result is always going to be the same. But every brother is going to go through different situations differently. But the understanding will be the same, and you realize that when you get amongst brothers and we're in the Spirit and we start, having discussions and talking about things, Different brothers go through different adversities for the same understanding. You know, we'll all bring it out. We'll be like, yo, this and this and that. And I went through this and this and that. And I went through that. But the understanding is the same. And we give all praises to Yahweh Shem Shah, because we realize, you know, the Most High, man, there's no limit to him. You know, you can't figure out Yahweh Shem Shah. You can't figure him out. You don't know how he's going to operate with you, in which way, and how he's going to build you up. You don't know, but you just have to endure. You know, we know that we know that we're different. We know that we're changed. But what it took to get there is not what we expected. But the one thing that remained, that was the same, is our faith, our endurance, just sticking in it, stay in there, keep going. And as long as you do that, the Lord is going to start dealing with you. You pray for patience, but the way that you're going to learn it is going to be totally different. Okay? So let me continue. And it says, the love motivation. All right, that's the title of the precepts that I'm going to bring out. And this is John 21 verse 15, and it says, so when they dined, so it's Lakia, and it says, so when they had dined, Yahushua saith to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? And he said unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my lambs. He saith to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He saith unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my sheep. Verse 17, he saith unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, Lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahushua saith unto him, Feed my sheep. You know, and this is one of the precepts that's very, motivating, very, it's a foundation, it's a pillar, you know, to all of us brothers who are in this ministry. You know, this is the one precept: feed my sheep, feed my lambs. If you love me, feed my sheep. You know, and that's the one thing that sticks with us. You know, because Yahushua is our big brother. Yahweh Shem Shai is our father and our brother. And for the Lord to entrust you to walk with him and to break you off some bread and to tell you, hey, feed the sheep, feed the lamb. And you're walking with Yahushua and you're taking the bread and you're feeding the sheep and you're feeding the lambs, you know, and you're trusting the Lord and you're walking with him and you're patient, you're enduring, and he's feeding you more bread. Feed the sheep. You know, and we're learning to feed the sheep, but it takes humility, because you're going to go through a lot of things. You're going to go through your own particular thing, but you just got to hang in. All right. One thing I was explaining to the brother, you know, one thing when I'm in the world, when I'm at work and stuff like that, to the brothers at fellowship, you know, one thing that, you know, I had to establish was to be consistent, you know, to establish some kind of foundation. You know, whether you're experiencing highs, whether you're experiencing lows, you have to maintain a certain level, a certain standard. All right. So because it'll help you endure, you know, and that's how you have to be in this truth, man. All right. But let me continue. I don't want to go too much out of course. But yeah, man, if you love me, feed my sheep. And that's the responsibility that we've been entrusted with, man. You know, it takes a lot of humility. It takes a lot of patience. To whom much is given, much is required. You know, it's not a hard thing. You know, it's just a thing of enduring and having patience and understanding patience. You're going to understand patience, man, in this truth, in this faith, I'll say. You're going to understand it a whole lot. But you'll also understand the mercy of the Lord, because you'll understand that, man, I'm not ready yet. You know, we always want the Lord to come now. We always want the Lord to come, whatever, right now. But if the Lord came at that moment, we wouldn't be ready. This is why we constantly examine ourselves, but but to look back and to think back and to see how the Lord carried us through, that's a gift of understanding that you can only receive through faith. But let me continue. And it says, this is Mark 9 verse 42, and it says, and whosoever shall offend one of these little ones that believe in me, it is better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck and he were cast into the sea. And this is why we have to take what we do. We have to take what we do very seriously. We've given up our lives. We've given up the world. And we're locked into feeding the sheep. Whatever the Most High gave you, whatever understanding that Yahweh Shemashai has given to you, give to the sheep. It don't belong to you. It belongs to the Lord. But the Lord has entrusted you to be a part of this ministry, to do that work. He has entrusted you He has blessed you with faith. Share it with your brothers, whether if they hear, forbear. Deliver the message, man. Preach the gospel. Whether they hear or forbear. All right. So let me continue. All right. And this is a part of this part of this chapter is called the disciples' reward. And this is Matthew 19 verse 27. And it says, then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have? What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Yasharahla. And every one that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. One thing about this particular precept here, we know a reward is coming, but sometimes the best thing to do is not to worry about the reward. We don't want to go jump too ahead of ourselves. Because right now we know those things are coming. We think upon those things, and because those things motivate us and encourages us. But our number one job, our first work, is to do as we're commanded. All right, and lock in and making sure that we finish the work. And we know all these things are coming. We have to do as we're commanded, and the Lord is going to take care of us. All right, the Lord is going to take care of us. We know that. But Peter asked for edification's sake. It had to be written, for us to know that these things are coming. All right, so I wanted to bring out also these precepts, man. And this is a precept that came to my spirit through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shah. Let me actually go to the full chapter, Sirach 2. All right, Sirach 2 verse 5. And it says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. All right, you're going to be tried in this truth, man. All right. And we just pray that we're acceptable in the sight of the Most High, man, in the sight of Yahweh Shemel Shah. This is what we just want to be accepted by Yahweh Shemel Shah ultimately at the end of the day. We want to be approved, man. Yeah, we know all those things are coming, to the elect, but we trying to be the elect first. We trying to get that approval. We trying to overcome adversity. We trying to overcome the world. All right. And it says, verse 6, believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy and go not aside lest ye fall. And this is very true, especially when you're enduring in this truth, when you're holding on to your faith. All right. And you're enduring, you know, the Lord says, ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy. Wait for his mercy. It's coming. The Lord is going to be merciful to you in particular areas and in his time. He's going to give you a little relief here and there, you know, when he knows that you need it. And it says, go not aside lest ye fall. The Lord, he got you, you know, in these particular areas that you pray for. But you just have to stay focused and you have to endure and you have to do as you're commanded. The Lord got you in those areas, but focus on this. All right. Focus on this, man. Keep it simple. Like the Apostle Gabar always say, man, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. That's the one thing that you have to be mindful of, especially in this ministry. Keep it simple. All right. You're going to grow. You're going to be as the, you know, Lord willing, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Tazah, you're going to be as the elders, you know, but before you know, like they say, you never know when you get there. You'll never know. You know, sometimes you'll be there and thinking that you're trying to keep, you know, I need to be on that level. But then, you know, you'll already be there. It's kind of like that, you know, so don't worry about, you know, the levels. Just stay focused and trust in the Lord. You know, establish your personal relationship with Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You know, the Lord is going to exalt. He's going to magnify you. He's going to honor you with the lips of men. These things, they're going to come. They're going to be there. But our main focus is to serve the Lord, man, and to constantly endure, you know, and to endure the trials, endure the trying of your faith. All right. This is John 15, verse 16. And it says, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that you should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. All right. So, man, let me keep going. And I didn't even read the rest of that, but let me wrap that up. All right. These things I commanded you, that ye love one another. It says, if the world hate you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Remember the word that I said unto you, that the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. If I had not done among them the works which none other man did, they had not had sin. But now have they both seen and hated both me and my Father. That's the spirit that's in the air right now, man. And it says, but this cometh to pass that the word might be fulfilled, that is written in their law. They hated me without a cause. But you know what, Akim? I'm going to pause right there, and I hope y'all were edified. And I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. I'd like to give salutations to the Akim preaching the gospel across the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. Shalom, Akim. Shalom.